I checked his date book. My man Shaughnessy here has February 24, 2011 circled in his calendar. I'm Kevin Dupont for Globe 10.0, here with Dan Shaughnessy. And Dan brings us back a little over a year since the Perk-Green trade. I know what you thought then. What do you think now?
This was a disaster at the time. It's still a disaster. I know Jeff Green, they're getting some yield in the guy finally, and good for him. We hope for good things for Jeff Green. But that team in 2011 had a chance to win the NBA championship. They were 41-14. They were feared. At the All-Star break, they were the best team in basketball, the team everyone was talking about. And you had this window, Pierce, Allen, Garnett. This was year 4. It was an extra year. It was coming together. And Danny blew up his team. It was about contracts. It was about what was going to happen in the summer with Perkins. And they took away the fear factor, the intimidation factor, the going to the basket factor. We know Perk's not Bill Russell. I get the whole thing. No one's inflating what he is or was. But you don't need 5 guys to have the rock all the time. He was a complimentary player for that team. It broke their spirit. It truncated a chance to win a championship. And they're not going to win a championship in the spans of Garnett and Pierce. Again, that was your chance.
Yeah, I agree with much of what you're saying, if not all of what you're saying. And you know, your point about not Russell, that's everybody now. I mean, Russell's a unique property, but whoever gets cast into that role, and of course when you're 6'10", you get cast into it, but everybody's got their foibles. Even KG has his foibles.
Yes, and I mean Perkins not an offensive player. Some of his lines look pretty paltry. You know, 3, 5 points, whatever. Even rebounds, blocks, but he fills up. He made the rest of them better. It's unfortunate, but Rondo kind of mailed it in after that. That shouldn't happen. That's another problem. But he did, and it broke up the chemistry of that team. It really broke their spirit, and I think Danny, no one will ever admit it, but Danny wouldn't do that deal again. Okay,
we saw a couple of weeks ago, Green gets 31 points, I think, against Phoenix. You look at that and say that's great. Do you believe, can this guy really have legitimate upside, 5-year anchor guy?
He should. He's got the skill set, the tools. It's all the question about what's inside here. It's a weird thing. He looks to me like the worse the team is, the better the player he is. If he's on a very good team, he disappears. When he's on a bad team, he can be the guy.
When you say here because of the heart surgery,
I
or just because,
I mean character, depth, and intestinal fortitude, consistency.
Like it or hate it, it's Jeff Green now, and Perks gone away.